The day is finally here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Creighton Bluejays Team Builder Dynasty, and it is finally game day here at Creighton University as the Creighton Bluejays football team get ready for their first game here in the series. Head coach Gary Jennings said that it was a solid week of practice for the Blue Jays, and he is now ready to see if his team is ready for prime time in their first year here at the Division I FBS level. Creighton has a tall task ahead of them this year, their first year at the FBS level as a new team. And they're starting off with a matchup at home at the least, so they get to see their home crowd first as they take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles from the MAC Conference. I hope you guys are ready for this one. I have been very excited to get this series started, and the first game of the year is here, and we're going to see how the Creighton Bluejays fare in their first ever game here at the FBS level. This is not going to be an easy feat, however. As you know, we met this team in the first episode where we met some of the impact players and we showed you the roster. This is not a highly rated roster. As you can see, only a 59 overall team. But I believe we have some players here that have unique skill sets that are going to be able to help this team do what they need to do, and that this team is going to be able to go where they want to go. I already said the big goal of this dynasty. We are not going to be able to do what we need to do to get there in this first year, but hopefully we could set the standard. Hopefully we can set a little bit of a foundation of where we want to go, and that starts here in the first game of the dynasty as we take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. I believe Eastern Michigan has a little bit of a talent gap on us. They have a little bit of a talent level on us, but I believe that we are going to be able to compete with these guys, especially with this first game being at home. But there are a couple of key players and a couple of impact players for Eastern Michigan we're going to have to look out for. Starting with number 3, wide receiver Terry Lockett Jr. Very fast, very elusive, and he has solid hands. Look at that, 86 catching. That's enough in the MAC to make you one of the best receivers in that conference. Maybe even one of the best receivers in the group of 5. Well, excuse me, group of 6 now. Dante McMillan at running back. We are also going to have to watch out for him. It says he's an east-west playmaker, but he also has some power to him. So it's going to be interesting to see what Creighton is going to do as the stadium has already been filled out, ladies and gentlemen, and we are ready to get kickoff underway. As you can see, Creighton, they are hyped. The stadium is ready to go, and the Blue Jays offense will be seeing the field first. Eastern Michigan kicks us off. We are underway for the first game in the dynasty. L.J. Young, junior freshman receiver, and one of the primary returners gets up to the 18-yard line, and that is where the true freshman, not true freshman, but the impact freshman, Mason Akers, in the offense go out for their first drive. And just look at the stands, ladies and gentlemen. I told you the hype was real for this upcoming season of Creighton Bluejays football, and we are ready to go. Aiden Wilson in the gun. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's going to fire to the outside, try to get it to Akers, but it's incomplete for the first play in the dynasty. 2nd and 10 coming up now. Wilson hands off to the junior running back, Bobby Mims. A nice run. It's a gain of 9 for Bobby Mims. Expect to see him touch the ball a lot in this game, along with the backup, Morgan Hudson. 3rd and 1. It's a pitch out to Bobby Mims, and he can't get out there on the toss. And it's a loss of 1, and it's a 3-and-out for Creighton, not the way that they wanted to start. Dante McMillan in the Eastern Michigan offense will now come out to the field and be on the lookout for number 14, the senior and the leader of the entire team, really, Noah Copeland. As we have a 1st and 10 here, as Noah Kim, the transfer from Michigan State, is the quarterback, and it's a nice run for Dante McMillan out of the gate as he is stopped by safety Kendall West, but that is a phenomenal play to start the season for Eastern Michigan. 2nd down now. Dante McMillan get the football again, put on a nice move, and it's a 1st down, tackled down by the freshman Jamari Taylor, the slot corner. Couple of plays later, this is 2nd down and 3 from the 12. A little bit of an RPO screen, and that's not going anywhere. That is Carpenter, the other safety, making the play. And it's a big 3rd down, already a big 3rd down here in the Dynasty on the first drive. 3rd and 1 from the 11-yard line. Kim sends his tight end in motion right there. And we've got some option. And Noah Kim not going anywhere. And that is the outside linebacker number 0, Tyler Andrews, making the play. We talked about Tyler Andrews being one of the impact players on this team in the first episode. And already we see him making a big play. Eastern Michigan put up 3, and Creighton has the ball again. And here is the dynamic freshman Mason Akers on the RPO, getting the catch on the screen, picks up 23 yards, and a burst of speed from number 1 gets Creighton a 1st down. And already the first explosive play of the Dynasty. Expect to see a lot of those from number 1 in blue. And now here's Bobby Menz up the middle. Had a big gap to run through. That's a 1st down as well for Creighton. And this is a good start here to this second drive. This is exactly what Coach Gary Jennings wanted. Wilson to the outside. I don't know what that was. Just sails that throw. Of 1 of 3 start for Aiden Wilson. 2nd down now. Wilson fires over the middle, and that is the senior contested catch specialist, Kyler Day. Expect to see him get some 50-50 balls here this season. 3rd and 5 now. New running back in the backfield. That is the bruiser, Morgan Hudson. Washington, the tight end, in motion. It's a handoff. Hudson tries to get through all the traffic, and he will get the 1st down. That's a phenomenal run by Morgan Hudson. There was a lot of traffic, a lot of trash here through the gap he was trying to run through, but he would not take no for an answer. A good run from number 27. These are the type of runs you can expect to see from Hudson. 1st and 10 now at the Eastern Michigan 27. A nice drive here. Mason Akers on the jet sweep will juke out number 6, and that's all he's going to get. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. A couple of plays later, we've got 1st down at the 15-yard line. Aiden Wilson looking to throw. He's going to scramble a little bit. Fire to the end zone. Touchdown. And that is the first points of the Dynasty for the Creighton Bluejays. Aiden Wilson gets it to the big tight end, the vertical threat, Brady Ferguson. And that was a very good drive for the Creighton Bluejays. You can see Aiden Wilson just rolling to his left, gets it to the tight end as he's able to go over the safety. That's a touchdown for Creighton, and they now have a 7-3 lead after the extra point. What a drive for the first points of the Dynasty. And now we will see if the defense can be able to hold this lead here late in the first quarter. This stadium starting to come up a little bit after that touchdown drive. Noah Kim gets it to Terry Lockett Jr., gets away from the first wave of defenders and is able to pick up a 1st down. Noah Kim, and I believe that was Marquise Towns Prince, not able to make the play. 2nd and 5 now. Another RPO here, and that's not going anywhere. Kendall West, number 4. That's already his 3rd tackle of the ball game. The safety's been flying everywhere. 3rd and 3 coming up now for the defense. Can they get the stop? Noah Kim in the shotgun will drop back to throw. Fires over the middle, and the slot receiver got away from the freshman Jamari Taylor. That's another 1st down. You got Rico Flowers out there on the right. You'll have Marquise Towns Prince over there on the left of your screen, and you can see Jamari Taylor there in the slot with the white arm sleeve. Dropping back as Noah Kim fires, and he gets his man as Carpenter couldn't knock the ball free. He was right there, though, but that's a 1st down nonetheless for Eastern Michigan. 2nd down right here. Noah Kim looking to throw, trying to find somebody to get the ball to. He runs out of time, though, and that is the big man, Malachi English, in the middle getting the sack. You will see him and big number 2, Obina Ojinaka, primarily as the big defensive tackles. We've got 3rd and 17 now as Noah Kim. He'll just check it down, and there is the captain of the defense, Noah Copeland, picking up the tackle. It is now 4th and 12. Field goal unit on the field here for Eastern Michigan. And as time expires here in the first quarter, the kick is up, and they barely get it in the right upright. It is good. And the Creighton Bluejays, after one, will lead 7-6. Solid first quarter. I believe this is exactly where Gary Jennings wanted his football team to be, up one after the first quarter. And we will see if they're able to keep this going in the second as the lights for the stadium are on. The sky is dark, and Bobby Mims is running through the Eagles defense. That's another first down for Creighton. Bobby Mims, he's more of an all-around back. He has some speed, of course, we already knew that, but he does have a little bit of power in his game, and he showcases all of that on that run, a very strong run to start the second quarter, and this stadium is rocking right now. The Blue Jays on fire. Dropping back to throw is quarterback Aiden Wilson. He'll shoot this one down the field, and Kyler Day can't come down with that. That's a 50-50 ball. We talked about those earlier. We can expect to see Kyler Day get a good bit of those this season. Dropping back here is, oh my goodness, well, the screen. DeAndre Waters can't get that, a backup running back, but a flag down, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's holding on the offense. That's going to go against the left tackle, Trent Ogletree, the sophomore. 2nd and 20 coming out. DeAndre Waters still in the backfield at running back. Throwing, Kyler Day makes the catch. We've got another flag down. You've got to be kidding me. This is going to be another holding penalty. This time, it's going to go on the right guard, Craig Blossomgame. And that will back up Creighton even more. It's now 2nd and 30. Well, I don't think we have any play calls in the play call. Oh, my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. Don't tell me. Another penalty on the offensive line. 3 straight penalties on the old line. Ogletree is caught with holding yet again. It says 2nd and 40 down there. And they'll just hand this one off to Bobby Mims, and he'll just get what he can. 3rd and 31. I don't think head coach Gary Jennings had anything in the play call sheet for this type of situation. What does Aiden Wilson do here at quarterback here for 3rd and 31 now? Throwing, trying to throw at least, but the pressure gets there. That was an abysmal drive, ruined by the holding penalties, and we'll just punt the football. First down for Eastern Michigan. Noah Kim trying to get his team the lead here in the second quarter. Dropping back is Kim. He'll fire. That's a nice throw there. Tackled by Kendall West. Yet again, another play made by number 4. And Kendall West has been flying all over the field for this defense. We got 2nd and 5 from the 40-yard line coming up for Eastern Michigan. What's the play call here? We've got play action. He'll throw this one down the field, and in coverage right there is Marquise Talents Prince, the junior corner on the outside. And now we've got 3rd and 5. Can the defense get off the field here? Noah Copeland trying to make sure everybody's where they need to be. We've got 3rd down. He'll fire, and wide open is Dante McMillan on the little route out of the backfield. Tyler Andrews and Noah Copeland couldn't keep up with him. First down at the 35, handoff. McMillan has a nice gap. Tyler Andrews makes the tackle, and they'll say he's inches shy of the marker. They would end up picking up the first down, though, so we've got first down at the 17-yard line. Looking to throw here, and oh my goodness, Terry Lockett Jr. making the play right in front of Copeland. Look at this, just snags it right in front of him. Copeland thought he had an interception, but instead it's a big catch and run first down. 1st and goal now, looking to throw, but nobody blocked Obina Ojinaka, and that's the easiest sack he'll ever get in his life. That's a sack of Noah Kim. He can't believe it, and we've got 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. More play action. Noah Kim looking to throw in. Dante McMillan drops it, and he had it in his hands, and he's pissed off at the quarterback, but that's all on him. You've got to catch the football right there. 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. What's going to happen? Pressure getting there. It's another sack. Kendall West makes another play. The safety has been all over the field making plays here in the first half, and he just got another one to force 4th and goal. Just coming up here on the edge. Nobody saw him, not even Noah Kim saw him, and he makes the big play. Pose on him, young man. You deserve it. field goal unit on the field for Eastern Michigan, and the Eagles take the lead back. And so far, this Creighton defense, got to give them credit where credit is due. They've been able to hold Eastern Michigan. They have been bending, but they haven't broken just yet. But Eastern Michigan has the lead back here, and this is L.J. Young Jr. once again on the return. And can he get out to the 20? He can. Another return, only gets out to the 18-yard line. Second down here, Aiden Wilson looks to throw, fires to the outside. Bobby Mims trying to make a play, but that's a nice out in space tackle by number 45. Now we've got 3rd and 3, and they've got Mims on the screen once again. Can he outrun somebody? And it won't matter. It won't matter at all. And you've got to be kidding me. That's another penalty on Trent Ogletree. I believe that's his 3rd penalty already here in the first half. 3rd penalty in the second quarter alone. 3rd and 13 now. Aiden Wilson fires down the seam, has the freshman Mason Akers for a big first down. The dynamic freshman makes another play, and Aiden Wilson, he is happy to have him on the team. Washington goes out in motion. It's a toss out to Morgan Hudson. It's another flag down, and there's the 4th penalty on Ogletree. This time a block in the back, and to make it worse, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Hudson is down on the play. He went down, and he is not looking too hot. 1st and 20 now, looking to throw is Aiden Wilson. Fires, and that one is going to be intercepted. Number 45 was step for step with Mason Akers, and that's just a bad decision made there by Aiden Wilson. I believe some pressure got there, but he's got to learn that's not the type of throw he needs to make. Eastern Michigan, phenomenal field position. After the interception, caught by Terry Lockett, and this time nobody can bring him down. It's a touchdown for Eastern Michigan. Just poor tackling on that play, and just like that, Eastern Michigan is going to blow this lead out just a little bit more. Terry Lockett Jr. makes the big play. Noah Kim knew immediately where he was going. Marquise-Town Prince tries to shoulder check him. Carpenter goes up too high. That is just abysmal tackling. This is Division I football. You're not going to be able to hit many people like that. And to make it worse, ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Hudson, a hamstring tear. He's out for the rest of the ball game. It's a huge loss there. And now Aiden Wilson. This time the pressure is going to get there again for Eastern Michigan, and they finally are able to get the sack. Eastern Michigan now starting to let their horns show, but there's a flag down. They got a man off sides. Mason Akers on the catch and run. This time 45 couldn't keep up with them. And now a big decision here to be made by head coach Gary Jennings. I mean, as we saw there, he got a man off sides, but the big catch and run, I would decline. They do. They do decline this one, making it 3rd and 2. Very more manageable 3rd down. Now Aiden Wilson hands this off to DeAndre Waters, and that's another first down. DeAndre Waters, one of the primary returners for the Creighton Bluejays, but a 3rd-string running back. And with Morgan Hudson now out of the ballgame, we could probably expect to see him a little bit more carrying the ball. And this time that is Kyler Day making a catch off the hitch. Will pick up 4 yards on there. Time winding down here in the first half, and that's another interception by Aiden Wilson. Tried to get that to Charlie Collins, and that ball was just nowhere where it needed to be, and he wasn't even really open to begin with. Well, now Eastern Michigan has a chance to get more points here in this second quarter. It has not been a very good second quarter for Creighton, but there's Obena Oji Naka making the play there on the read option. Noah Kim not going much of anywhere on that play. 3rd and 5 coming up. Kim fires. That's exactly how Creighton was hoping their play would have went with that type of route, but clearly nobody was as open as that guy right there. Collins couldn't get that open. Noah Kim will scramble. He'll pick up 4 yards on the scramble. Eastern Michigan, they're not going to use that final timeout just yet. Now they will. They let the clock run a little bit. 4 seconds left here in the first half. Field goal unit on the field for Eastern Michigan. The kick is up, and my goodness, what a kick. It is good. And Eastern Michigan now has a 2-score lead on the Blue Jays, making it 19-7 with a second left here in the first half. Can something special happen on special teams? L.J. Young Jr. on the return. Won't go much of anywhere. And that will end the first half in the Dynasty as Creighton will be down 19-7. It was a great start for the Blue Jays, no doubt. That first quarter went exactly how they wanted, but that second quarter just abysmal. Head coach Gary Jennings cannot be happy with the performance, especially by his offensive line in that second quarter. They have a lot to work on if they want to try to make this a ball game, as they're now starting to get into blowout territory. And we will see if the defense can make the adjustments they need to, because they'll be on the field first here. It's a handoff to Dante McMillan to start, and that's a nice spin move, a great run. And that's exactly what Eastern Michigan wanted to start the second half. That's a big first down. Noah Kim in the shotgun now. Dante McMillan to his right. Handoff to McMillan, and once again he's going to pick up another first down. Towns Prince able to stop him. 7 runs for 81 yards. That's good. That's good running right there for number 28 in the green and white. First down here at the 48-yard line. Noah Kim looks to throw, fires to the outside, and that's broken up. Jamari Taylor in coverage. What do you think of these all-blue jerseys here for Creighton? They decided to rock the blue pants this week instead of the white pants for the first game. As Noah Kim fires a floater out to Terry Lockett Jr., and that's a big first down there for Eastern Michigan down to the 33. Right now, the Eagles just doing whatever they want. Dropping back, fires over the head of Noah Copeland. That's another first down. Eastern Michigan spreading their wings right now against the Blue Jays, and this crowd is starting to believe that maybe they should have been a little bit less hype for this game. Dante McMillan on the carry gets chased down, and he doesn't feel too hot after that play. An injury, a big injury for Eastern Michigan. Dante McMillan going to have to come out of the ball game. Second down at the 10 here for the Eagles. Dropping back, Kim fires over the head of Noah Copeland again. Kendall West makes the stop. It's 3rd and 3 now at the 3-yard line. Can a big play be made right here, right now? 3rd and 3, looking to throw. Noah Kim looking, he goes down. And there's a flag down on the field. We will see what it is. And it's going to be holding on Eastern Michigan. That play will be declined. And that's a big stop there for the Creighton Blue Jays. And that will be a field goal for Eastern Michigan. It is now 22-7. And they get the screen out there. Here's Charlie Collins trying to do whatever he can. But he had 2 players on him. And he'll get 2 yards. 3rd and 4. DeAndre Waters is in the backfield. Dropping back and looking to throw is Aiden Wilson. Has Kyler Dake just barely got enough time to make that play happen. And it's a first down for Creighton as they try to get their offense going by any means necessary. Now Wilson fires to Charlie Collins on the route. He's open that time, and he'll pick up 9 yards. Here come the Blue Jays starting to build just a little bit of momentum. And now fake sweep. Bobby Mims and number 45 just had, oh my goodness! Well, an injury for Eastern Michigan, but that is a very favorable spot. We're not going to say anything about it, though. Now fires. That's a big catch for Mason Akers. He's down the sideline. Down to the 26. A big catch. What a phenomenal catch by number 1. His 4th catch of the day for Mason Akers, and he's got 95 yards. Look at where this ball is placed, ladies and gentlemen. Only where Akers can get it. And then there's just the speed on the catch and run. I told you this kid was very dynamic. Now here's the toss out. A nice chip block there by Ferguson. And Bobby Mims gets it down to the 11-yard line. What a drive we have forming here for Creighton. Now Wilson drops back to throw. He's looking for somebody. Fires to Akers. He makes the catch, and he's got the touchdown. They couldn't bring him down as the dynamic freshman puts up points on the board. And Creighton has now made this a one-score game yet again. If you want to go for a 2-point conversion, that is. It is now 22-13 as Mason Akers making 2 huge plays here on this drive. The dynamic freshman, beloved on campus, beloved by his teammates. Everybody just loves number 1. 22-14 now. And here comes Eastern Michigan with an RPO screen. That's a first down. Well, no, never mind. It's going to be 2nd and inches coming up here. But can the defense come up with a huge stop? This is huge here. After the big drive by the offense to put points on the board, you've got to keep the momentum going if you're the Blue Jays defense. But they have a man wide open on the out route. That is Lockett Jr. making another play. 1st and 10 at the 48. Here's a run. That's not going anywhere. And that is Jackson, Jordan Jackson, one of our edge rushers, making a play. You haven't heard much from the edge rushers, but there's once again big number 2, Obinna Ojinaka, making the play, and he even helped out the man that he tackled get up. Look at this right here. Obinna Ojinaka just immediately getting off the block, taking him down. 3rd and 16. What will the play be here? Looking to throw here, and we've brought pressure. Oh my goodness, if Noah Copeland was 2 steps faster on the play, that would have been an interception. That's a big stop there for the Creighton defense, as Eastern Michigan is now going to have to punt the football away. Here's DeAndre Waters on the punt return, trying to find any type of room he can. He's going to cut to the right. Look at all this room that he can run. Jukes out a man and gets him solid field position on a solid return down to the 41-yard line. Can the offense do it again? 1st and 10, handoff, and this is Randy Kelly, one of the deeper running backs on the depth chart. I didn't think we see him regardless in this game, but he's here, and there's his carry. He only got 1, though. 3rd and 9 coming up now is, oh my goodness, we've got another flag on the offense here. It's going to be holding once again on the O-line. We've got stuff to clean up on the offensive line. Emmett Franklin with the hold, but since that pass went off the helmet of a lineman and fell incomplete, Eastern Michigan's going to easily take this 3 and out and get off the field. Punt here by Creighton. This one's going to be returnable. And here's Jamari Taylor. He can't bring him down. Nice tackle by 20. And, well, the defense, they're right back on the field. Here we go. Can they get another stop here as the 3rd quarter is winding down? They've got a screen. But once again, there is Kendall West there to make a play. He's got 6 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and a sack through 3 quarters. He's played phenomenal football, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 more quarter to go here in the first game of the Dynasty, as these 2 receivers have been balling out. But Terry Lockett, his team right now is up. Can Creighton make one final push? They start with the 3rd down here to start the quarter. As, oh my goodness, Terry Lockett's open. Flag down on the field as Towns Prince was beating coverage, but it's not going to matter. The flag is going against the Eagles. It is holding on the offense. That'll back them up to 3rd and 16. And you got to think Terry Lockett, he can't believe it. That just took away in a 100-yard game that he just gained on that play. 3rd and 16 now. Noah Kim looking to throw. Nobody really getting any pressure here. He's going to try to run, but he ran right into Noah Copeland, and he made a business decision right there. And it's going to be a punt here for Eastern Michigan as Creighton gets off the field to start the 4th quarter. Waters back to receive this punt. He gets it, and now he's going to try to return it. This time the window closed, but they're still well at midfield here at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here. Oh my goodness, what a phenomenal play by that edge rusher. They tried to get it out to that screen, but clearly they saw it coming. We've got a sweep here for Mims, and just great pursuit by Eastern Michigan, flying to the football. And now we've got 3rd and 8. What's the game plan here for the Blue Jays? 3rd down, Wilson looking to throw. He's going to fire down the field, and Charlie Collins can't make the play on the ball, and that's a 3 and out for the Blue Jays. You don't want to go 3 and out too much here late in the game, because then you won't know when your next chance will be. We've got another punt here, and oh my goodness, this looks like a phenomenal punt. It rolls, and well, wait a minute. Well, why did that guy pick the ball up? Well, that's a bonehead move right there for number 9. Is now Eastern Michigan will have to start at the 7. Well, I don't know why he picked that ball up, ladies and gentlemen, but nonetheless, Eastern Michigan backed up. It's a handoff, but it won't matter. Look at the run. Kendall West can't make the play that time. That's a big first down run, and it gets them big breathing room. They're now at the 26. Unbelievable. First down, it's a read option. Noah Kim getting the run. Marquise Towns Prince takes him down, but it's a first down. First and 10 here at the 37-yard line. Handoff, and this, oh my goodness, Tyler Andrews can't make the play. Kendall West gets another tackle, but there's a flag down on the field. It's going to be blocking in the back by Eastern Michigan, and that will back him up. Porter Rooks, almost butchered that guy's last name. I apologize. Second and 20 now coming up for Eastern Michigan. Noah Kim looking to throw. Pressure starting to get there, gets it out. It's only a 1-yard gain. Now we've got 3rd and 19. Can the defense get off the field this time? Third down, Noah Kim looking to throw. We've got man coverage, I believe, across the board. Gets away from one, but can't get away from the next one, and somehow is able to throw that ball away. And that'll be another punt for Eastern Michigan. The Creighton offense back on the field. Immediate pressure, though, and that's an incomplete pass. See there, Bobby Mims not too happy. He's like, what the heck is going on right now? We've got to win this ball game. Throw it to the outside. That one's knocked away. It was knocked away, but Charlie Collins still had a chance to catch that one, and it's another 3 and out. The Creighton offense starting to go cold at the worst possible time right now, and that punt will get down to the 30-yard line. Well, hopefully they can start getting things going because this defense is going to start needing some help. That's a handoff here, and that's a nice tackle by Marquise Towns Prince. If he doesn't make that tackle, I believe they're going the other way for 6. 2nd and 8. Play action for Noah Kim. He'll fire down the field. It's incomplete. Great coverage by Jamari Taylor. There's a flag down on the field, and it's another flag on Eastern Michigan. We've got holding on the offense. 3rd and 14 here a couple of plays later. Noah Kim in the gun once again, dropping back to throw. And there's pressure getting there. They can't get to him, though. He'll throw it away again. And that's another punt coming up here for Eastern Michigan. The defense is doing its job here in the 4th quarter. Eastern Michigan has not scored a point in the second half, period. Well, no, they did get a field goal. That is my bad. They did get a field goal. I had to check my notes real quick. I apologize. They've only scored 3 points here in the second half period. The defense is doing what they need to do. The offense needs to wake up, and that's a nice start here. Second and 2 after an 8-yard run there by Bobby Mims. Handoff, DeAndre Waters. He'll only pick up a yard, and it's 3rd and 1. What does the offense do now here on 3rd down? This is one of the most critical plays here of the game. Waters is the running back, and we've got an RPO, and it's a beautiful call, and that's Brady Ferguson falling forward for more yards. Nobody accounted for Ferguson to leak out after a little bit of a block. First down at the 41, looking, throwing, and oh my goodness, Akers just couldn't get to that one. He was open. He just couldn't get to that. Aiden Wilson saying, that's on me. I've got to throw a better ball. Dropping back, fires. They try to get it to Mason again, but at that time, there's just great coverage. 3rd and 10 coming up now. What's the game plan? Throwing, the blitz came in. Mason Akers makes the catch. It's 4th and 4. What do you do here if you're Creighton? And the offense is staying on the field. 4th down, looking to throw, fires. No! It's incomplete. Aiden Wilson threw a horrible pass. As you can see on this play, Akers is wide open, and Wilson just misses him low and behind him. That's a big stop and a big break caught there by Eastern Michigan. And that's a throw outside, and that's going to be tackled for a 1-yard gain. There's Carpenter on the play. We've got 3rd and 5 coming up as the 2-minute warning is closing in here. And that pass is incomplete. Carpenter did just enough to be able to stop that play. 4th down, 2:13 left to play in the ball game. Creighton still has all 3 timeouts. They can make something happen here. DeAndre Waters now on the return, will cut to the right, has a lot of room, trying to get as much gain as possible down to the 34, and they'll still have one more, basically a little bit more of a timeout. 2:01 left to play. Aiden Wilson looks to throw, and he's going to scramble. Nobody accounts for the quarterback. He'll pick up the first down, putting his body on the line for his brothers. 1:54 left to play. Creighton in Eastern Michigan territory. Throwing. Collins on the hitch route. Taken down after a 6-yard pickup, and they will hurry up to the line here. They don't have a lot of time. They've got to make something happen right now. It's a screen for Bobby Mims. Tries to juke inside, but they are right there to make the play. It's 3rd and 3. Time is winding down. Aiden Wilson fires, has Kendall Day wide open, makes the juke. Here's Kyler Day. Oh my goodness. He has a brother that goes here as well named Kendall. He doesn't play football, and everybody kind of gets him mixed up. But Kyler Day, not Kendall. Kyler Day makes the big play. A juke off of the hitch route catch. Just juking his way up the field, picking up a big first down. Even gave Eastern Michigan a little bit of a fist bump right there. I don't know why, though. And oh my goodness, the pressure's getting there. Aiden Wilson has to run. Fires down the field. What a throw! Kyler Day again makes another big play. First down, 1st and goal. Handoff. Mims, touchdown! The voice crack and everything up here in the booth as Creighton is a 2-point conversion away from making this a tied game. A big drive when they needed it. Bobby Mims untouched, running up the middle. And now here comes the biggest play of the day, the 2-point conversion. We've got 5 wide for Aiden Wilson. He's looking, throws, and he has it. But they say he didn't get in. Oh my goodness. Let's look at this play one more time. Great protection. He gets the pass off. It's caught. But they say Moore did not get in. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide if you believe that ball may cross the plane or not. But regardless, the refs made their final decision. Onside kick doesn't go the way they want to. But they still have 3 timeouts, so all hope is not lost here for Creighton. 48 seconds left here in the game. Handoff, runs through Carpenter. Flag is down on the field, though. And I believe this is going to go against Eastern Michigan at will. It is holding on the Eagles, and that's going to back them up. The tight end with a huge hold right there. Now it's 1st and 20. We've got a handoff, and the defense is in the backfield. There's another flag. Another flag down here. And it's going to be blocking the back now on Eastern Michigan. And I believe Creighton should decline this one, and they will. And I don't think they needed to use that timeout there. Gary Jennings, I don't know, man. I don't think that timeout management was good at all. But they have 2 left. 2nd and 23. They're going to try to throw the ball here. That's incomplete. And they don't have to use a timeout right there. 3rd and 23. I don't understand that play call there. Trying to get a chunk of yards there, I guess. But 3rd down now. That's a sack. Malachi English makes the play. Timeout, Creighton. We've got a chance. They've got a chance, ladies and gentlemen. 33 seconds as of right now. We'll see how much they have left after this return here. DeAndre Waters, can he make something happen? Cuts to the right yet again, and this time they catch him at the 24-yard line. 22 seconds left to play. Does Creighton have a little bit more magic left in him? The pressure gets there. It's incomplete. Now 19 seconds left in the football game. Dropping back, Aiden Wilson fires down the field for Kyler. He had it in his hands, but it's incomplete. It wouldn't have mattered because we've got holding yet again on the offense. That'll back them up to their own 14-yard line with 14 seconds left. Aiden Wilson is going down with the sack. And now with 9 seconds left, no timeouts, I don't know what you do here if you're Creighton. Dropping back, firing down the field is Aiden Wilson, picked off for the third time in the game. And this time, that one is going to seal the deal. And Eastern Michigan is going to walk out of here with a big Week 0 victory. 22-20 is the final score here, as the Creighton Bluejays will fall to 0-1 to start the season. But they fought hard. Creighton fought hard in this game. Nobody really gave them a chance besides themselves and the fan base and the university. But Eastern Michigan's going to walk out of the stadium here with a Week 0 victory in Creighton. It's back to the drawing board for the Blue Jays. It was a really well-played game. I thought we did a lot very well in this game. Our defense played pretty decently, didn't give up a lot of rushing yards, had a decent game against the pass. There's still stuff we got to clean up, obviously. Only gave up 3 third downs, 3 of 13 on third down for Eastern Michigan. That is very, very good. But that turnover margin, man, 3 turnovers. Eastern Michigan didn't turn over the ball at all. We've got to play a lot better if we're going to win all these games. And we just got to clean up those penalties, man. Those penalties just hurt us a lot. Those penalties did not fare very well for us. All those holding calls, especially in that second quarter. That second quarter was just abysmal when it came to holding calls. So hopefully we will be able to clean all of that up before our next game. I want to apologize for that timeout management. I knew I didn't need to call a timeout right there, but it just kind of slipped my mind that the clock would have stopped right there to begin with. So we probably could have had 2 timeouts going into that final drive, and maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. But regardless, it's a Week 0 loss for the Creighton Bluejays. A lot of plays were made, though. This team played very, very well. I was very proud of how this team played, and head coach Gary Jennings should be proud of how his team played here today. Of course, you would have liked the win, but hey, sometimes the ball just doesn't swing your way. You just got to go back to the drawing board, and hopefully we are going to be able to get where we need to. Also, I was very kind of disappointed and let down by the performance of number 14, Noah Copeland. I thought he'd make a lot more plays in this ball game, but he only ended up having like 3 tackles. I think y'all saw it on the screen just now, not too long ago. But nonetheless, it's a Week 0 loss for Creighton. It's fine. We gotta wipe this. We gotta have a clean slate going into next week, ladies and gentlemen, because next week it doesn't get any easier, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got a rivalry game next week. We go to the Big Brother. We go at the Nebraska Cornhuskers here in Week 2, and I apologize. That was a Week 1 game, not Week 0. I don't know what's going on. That loss really affected all of us, it seems. But we got a Week 2 matchup at the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And shout out to the dynamic freshman Mason Akers. He had a phenomenal debut game here in the Dynasty. We told you that this kid was special. 6 for 112 and a score. I told you this kid was special in the first episode of the series, and hopefully we are able to retain him because he is going to be the future of this program. And I want to give a shout out to senior safety Kendall West. We didn't really shout him out in the first episode, but I knew he was a good player. We just didn't really give him much of a shout out in the first episode as one of the impact players. Well, he really showed us he's an impact player. 8 tackles, 2 for a loss, and a sack today. He played a very good game. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough to pick up the victory. But hopefully, maybe, just maybe, there's a chance with the way we played that it can, kind of domino effect into next week as we play the Nebraska Cornhuskers on the road. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. What are some things that this team needs to clean up on? We do have some recruiting going on. Nothing too big right now. There will be a recruiting update in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, we will see you guys next time in this dynasty as we will be playing the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a phenomenal day. See you guys next time.